Day one at Sharton, and it partly jackpotted as well, so it wasn't entirely won. We'll see what happens here tonight, but a 4.1 favourite here in Precision Goal, I'm sure will be in a lot of people's tickets.
Before you see him, Jenny, Reliable Profit, have you liked what you've seen from him last time? Just the one trial.
Race number 4 is coming up next at Happy Valley. This is a Class 5 event for horses going 1,650 meters, or about 1.70 miles in American parlance. Number 7, Precision Goal, is my top pick, but this race houses my best exotic play of the evening because I think number 8, Right Honorable, has a big chance to hit the board at a price. This is a horse that's done his best running here at Happy Valley. He comes in after some underwhelming efforts at Sha-Tin, but I think is one you want to include in those exotics. My top 4 is number 7, Precision Goal on top, Right Honorable in second, number 6, Golden Fairy in third, and number 3, Invincible Missile in fourth. 7, 8, 6, and 3 for me in race number 4 at Happy Valley.
He did run well fresh. He's a 9-year-old now, though. Invincible Missile, drawn barrier 1, but as Jenny says, he's a horse that unfortunately won't be able to take advantage of that with his slower way. Here's Kyrish Unicorn. He's at the top. He's the horse that's been downgraded. Barrier 9 for him to contend with.
Another horse that tends to get back a little bit in his races. He's nicely behaved. He's sort of got a little bit stronger as he's got older as well. He's an 8-year-old. Strength in the shoulder. Whether or not he's just carrying a little bit of weight, that would be my little query with him. But I like his attitude, and he does appear to be walking out freely enough as well. He's really quite healthy too, so maybe a place chance.
It is Kyrish Unicorn. His first up record is against him too. 8 starts, 4th once is the best he has been able to do. The Mohawk happening from the David Hall stable. Number 2, Ninja Derby. He was a winner on the 10th of July at his last appearance. Carries an extra £7 for that win.
Has had a trial on the all-weather. I wasn't overly keen on that, but completely different surface, so I'll give him a little bit of reprieve there. But, looks well. He's a very fluent walking horse. He looks like he's very fit going into this. Coat gleaming, nice and alert. He does look in pretty good order, actually. So, winner in Class 5, perhaps from Gate 4, he can run well again. He looks good.
It's Ninja Derby, 7.1, 2.6, did win over the 1,800 metres at his last start, and drawn nicely in barrier number 4 for the 2, Ninja Derby. There he is on screen now, having a good look at him. And Tony Cruz has got Ninja Derby, and Matthew Chadwick will take them out on the 2. Another one that's given a bit of a chance here, as is most horses in this race, currently a 7.1, 2.6 chance is the 2, Ninja Derby. We've seen the 3, Invincible Missile, already, so we've seen the top 3 at this stage as we're having a good look there at Ninja Derby, and we'll move on very shortly. I'm thinking 2, number 4, Running Ahead. Now, this horse sort of showed a little bit of form once he stepped up and tripped Jerry Chow from barrier 10.
Yeah, look, he actually arrived on a rating of 75. He's down to 36 now, so he's come a long way down those ratings, and he's in Class 5 here. I think he'll probably pick up a race at some stage. He looks really fit. I think he's walking out okay. He might just require a tiny little loosen up in front, but he's fit. He's quite keen and eager with his handler there. And, he doesn't look bad. So, and I thought his trial wasn't too bad either, so I'll leave him there on a place line as well.
First time in Class 5 for Running Ahead, and run on behind Island Golden from 7th in that trial. Here is the grey Jenny, Reliable Profit, looking to give Danny Shum a race-to-race double.
Well, I mentioned before that he often presents quite well, and Danny Shum's presented him looking good once again here. Nothing wrong with him. He's a horse that's got good strength in the shoulder. He's a 6-year-old ISG. He's well put together. He does walk out cleanly, and he looks in good order. Looks like he's fit enough too. So I'll leave him there with some chance.
6.2, 1.9 for Reliable Profit, and did find a bit of form towards the back end of last season. And Danny Shum winning the previous race and looking for a back-to-back double. Golden Fairy, the next one we'll have a look at here. He's a 14-1 chance, Golden Fairy. Did win 2 races last season. The last one was over the 2,000 metres on a good-to-yielding track.
Well, that's a big query here, isn't it? 1650. He's a really lightly framed type of horse to look at. He's only 1,038 pounds, but he does walk out cleanly. He's actually got a pretty good attitude and would and should come to hand pretty quickly because of his light frame there. For that reason, he's probably got to be left there with some sort of chance, but he does lack a little bit of body strength, but he is fit.
That is Golden Fairy and number 6, Keegan DeMello Crisso, the combination with the last start winner, racing 2,000, 2,000, 1,800 and 2,200 metres at the start before that. So I'll have to get going a little earlier tonight if he wants to go back-to-back over the 1,650 metres. He's at 15 and 4.6 and is currently in front of the favourite, Jenny, who is now on screen. It's number 7, Precision Goal.
Well, nicely presented, this fellow. Precision Goal, he is the favourite, as you say. Nice and strong and healthy, beautifully behaved, does appear to be walking out nicely too. Good strength in the shoulder. Can't present any better than that, so hopefully he will run well for his supporters.
Yeah, likely to go to the front as well. Will this horse as well, Precision Goal, current favourite at 4 and 1.7 is the 7 Precision Goal. And it has looked good over the 1,650, and since he stepped up, did win 3 starts ago. Did Precision Goal. Zach Purton aboard as well from barrier number 7. Number 8, Right Honourable. Now, he's the veteran of the field. He's a 10-year-old now. But look, he's won the most races, and he's drawn nicely in barrier 2.
Yeah, he's been fantastic to his connections. There's no doubt about that. So I didn't mind his most recent trial. He might be able to pick up a race or 2 maybe this season. The horse is sweating up just marginally behind. He looks fit enough. He never carries much excess condition anyway. And he's just nice and alert. Looks okay in the coat. Let's have a look at him side on. I was going to say he might need a little loosen up in front, but he's just sort of gawking and having a bit of a look around. No, he's fine. He's fine if you like him. He's still a little wintry in his coat, I will say that.
He's a 6-time winner over the 1,650, a 7-time winner in total. So this is by far his favourite course and distance. And Mark Noonan with a winner with Scotch Tycoon already this evening, 8.3 and 2.8 an each way price for the veteran of the field. Right Honourable as Ben Thompson is now on board. 2 more to have a look at. They're both the double figures. Keen Unity, the 9, and Yeah Boy, the 10. As Right Honourable heads around the paddock for start number 80 tonight. Here is Keen Unity, Jenny, out of the Jimmy Ting barn.
Been a bit disappointing, this horse, and I really didn't overly like his trial on the all-weather surface. Looked a little one-paced at that. Now, as far as looks go, he actually parades quite okay. He's a horse with plenty of body strength. Good attitude, nice healthy-looking coat, bandaged on all 4 legs, but does appear to be walking out cleanly enough as well. So he definitely gets a pass. For that reason, I'll leave him there with the place hope.
There he is on screen there as well, and currently at 13 and 4.1 is number 9, which is Keen Unity. And hasn't won for a little while now, his Keen Unity, and did step right up and trip towards the back end of last season, stepping off his campaign here over the 1,650. In fact, he hasn't won here in Hong Kong, so he hasn't won for a while. A couple of placings for him for Keen Unity, barrier number 6, with Harry Bentley aboard. Jimmy Ting is the trainer of number 9, which is Keen Unity. Here's the 10, Yeah Boy, just a one-time winner for him, barrier 8, Matthew Poon aboard.
Yeah, he was able to win that race when the speed was pretty slow, and he was able to lead there. So as far as looks go for this guy, he actually presents okay. He might require a little loosen up in front, eager enough with his handler. He does look quite fit. He looks quite healthy too. So another one gets a pass, but I've got him more as a place chance on looks.
He did trial okay, did Yeah Boy, but still 1 win, 1 second from 26 starts. He'll have to very much take him on trust. That is for sure, Paul, as the Class 5s are barrier bound.
Yeah, 8.9 about Korish Unicorn, 6.9 Ninja Derby, 5.8 Invincible Missile, 18 running ahead, 6.2 Reliable Profit, 15 Golden Fairy, 4.1 the favourite Precision Goal, 8.4 Right Honourable, 13 Keen Unity, and 14 Yeah Boy. Every horse given a chance.
It's a Class 5, Jenny, so rarely a standout, but you did take a good look at the 7 when he came past you.
Yeah, look, I don't have a lot between the 7 and the 2. I thought they both presented really well, but I will side with Precision Goal just because he's got a fair bit of body strength, and that's probably as good as I've seen him. He's had the 20 starts, only the 1 win on the board, so he's not a prolific winner at this stage, but he does look good. And I thought his most recent trial was okay. He was a little bit one-paced in that, but he's likely to go forward here. I think he'll give you a pretty good run for your money. He looks good. He goes on top of number 2, Ninja Derby. So he's at 6.9 at the moment. Might be a little bit of value. Nicely enough drawn in gate number 4 and has been able to win in this grade. So he goes in. I thought the 5 Reliable Prophet was next best. He's a horse that regularly parades quite nice, and he's done that again here. Hugh Bowman on from gate number 5. I think he's probably there with each way claims. And I'm going to put him in number 4. So he might be a little bit of value there. He needs a tiny loosen up in front, but he does look very fit, and he was really relaxed here in the parade. So 7, 2, 5 and 4.
Thanks, Jenny. Precision Goal, Ninja Derby, Reliable Prophet, and running ahead from the paddock. 7, 2, 5 and 4. Tom, who you like for the Stanley Handicap?
8, 1, 3 and 4 here. Mark went with 8 Right Honourable, who is 10 years of age. Of course, once the calendar year clicks over, he will be up for retirement. But look, I still think he's got a win in him, especially in this grade where he has won before. A 7-time winner overall, 6 of them course and distance. He was really asked for an effort in that recent barrier trial. The top 2 were well and truly clear, and he was only just beaten in that trial. Mark Newnham and Ben Thompson from barrier number 2. Outside of him, I think Invincible Missile, he's just such a hard horse these days to catch, though he can miss the start. Second go in this grade, he's so well rated. 3-time winner course and distance, a 6-time winner overall. His trial leading into this was okay. Just held his ground when he was sent out a favourite on the final day last season behind Perfect Peach, beaten in the end 5 lengths. Kairos Unicorn went well in Class 4. Here on the 26th of June behind Comet Splendido, wasn't beaten overly far, and he was sort of held up in the straight and still stayed on quite well at the end. He's quite well rated for this assignment too. And then running ahead, maybe he could be the improver running ahead. I thought his trials were a little bit better recently. He ran on nicely when he cleared heels on the straight. He is a 19-start maiden, so there was a word of caution with him, but did run on a bit late behind Joy of Spring last start also. 8, 3, 1 and 4, Paul, but it's a trappy old affair, this one.
Yeah, I thought this was a really tricky race. I went with the 8 as well, though. Right Honourable, very well rated horse. He's been going down the ratings. He's a 10-year-old now. He's drawn nicely in barrier 2, so give him a chance there. And he's quite forward, I thought, seeing the work that he's done with Mark Newnham aboard. A lot of his horses are quite forward. Kairos Unicorn, the downgrader, the 5 Reliable Prophet, really found some form towards the back end of last season. And Invincible Missile, another one of the old stages, barrier 1 for him. 8, 1, 5, 3.
1 and 2 here. Invincible Missile, the 9-year-old, to beat Right Honourable, the 10-year-old. Both are really well rated and have struck a Class 5 where if things go their way, they can figure. He's a 2-time first-up winner, Invincible Missile. He's drawn barrier 1. He's a 3-time course and distance winner. Was pushed along in the trial up at Chungfa, but it was too short to 16.50 tonight, so much bigger bonus for him. Right Honourable goes in. He has won once first up, but he loves the 16.50. Good draw barrier 2. 5 Reliable Prophet. He's a 6-year-old, so a youngster compared to the other 2, but did get better when he made his way into Class 5 last season. And 7 Precision Goal off that placing behind Gangnam Star. If they leave him alone in front, they may not be able to catch him. 3, 8, 5 and 7.
Yeah, look, I have another vote for Right Honourable here, actually. I think he's got a decent chance in this. Look, he might be 10, but he's drawn a decent enough gate, and on the pick of his form, I mean, he's a 6-time course and distance winner around here. He's a 7-time winner all up, this horse, and he's now dropped a mark of 29. Look, granted that he's going to be vulnerable to younger and fresher and perhaps slightly faster legs nowadays, but he certainly is proving no back number. He actually ran the old decent race towards the end of last season. So let's hope that he can get a win as a 10-year-old. It'd be good to see, and he certainly wouldn't be without a chance in this. The 3 Invincible Missile, I tend to agree with him as well. Look, he's a 9-year-old, so again, same sort of comments apply, but 3-time course and distance winner, draws well, and we know how much Casper likes to have a winner on this night traditionally, and obviously around here at Happy Valley, this was 5.9, so well fancied here for his second run in the grade. The 7 Precision Goal goes in. Purton and Hayes teaming up, that's always to be feared. Can go forward, so it'll give you a bold sight, and did win round here off a £6 lower mark last season when Harry Bentley partnered him to beat Charming Steed. So on that sort of form, even though he's a bit higher in the weights, he'll go a good race. And Ninja Derby, a winner when we last saw him, that was over 1,800 metres, so coming back in drip, beat Go, in fact, so that form has aged pretty well. Just a one-time winner from 17, and they've put him up 7 for that victory, but he's well in the market, and certainly one of the fancied runners. There he is on screen. 8-3-7-2 for me here, Jenny.
I've gone with the favourite, number 7, Precision Goal. I thought that's probably as good as I've seen him in 20 starts to date. Thought his trial was okay. It wasn't brilliant, but he's likely to go forward here, and he's got a bit of a run to that first turn. So if he can get himself into a nice spot up on the speed, I think he'll give you a pretty good side. He's strong, he's healthy as well. He goes on top of number 2, Ninja Derby. He wasn't too far behind in the looks department, this horse. Nicely presented from the Tony Cruz yard. Well drawn in. Just sit off him. I thought number 5, Reliable Profit, once again presented well. He's a little bit hit or miss, and yet he does look good. And I thought number 4 ahead. He just looks really fit, this horse, going into the last drop as well. A couple of pounds, but got to do it from gate number 10, so he's going to require luck as well. 7, 2, 5 and 4.
Thank you, Jenny. With place money coming here for Ninja Derby. Paul, for the first leg of the jackpotting TT, what are we going with?
Yeah, wide open. I've gone with 3, a decent price here with Right Honourable. Also, Kairos Unicorn, so they're both close to double figures. And also threw in Reliable Profit, who's one of the favourites at 6.4. But the money's starting to come for the favourite now, Precision Gold, 4.1 into 3.6. Ninja Derby, the other one that's been backed, into 5.8, especially on a place line there. Now he's into 1.9. So a lot of different ways you can play this race, but punters definitely coming for the 2 that look good in the paddock, the 7 and the 2.
Taking into account, Jenny, that Invincible Missile is always slow out of the gates. He's so well raced. Did he parade as per normal?
Yeah, he did, actually. So there was nothing wrong with him. He's actually put on 20 pounds, the scales say, but he carries that weight really well. I wouldn't be put off by that if you do happen to fancy him, but you know he's going to be slow out.
Right Honourable Nick, 9.4 and 2.9. He's a bit of an old marvel, isn't he? He's had a few homes and gets a realistic chance here.
He certainly does, yeah. Look, I mean, look, yes, he's 10, but we've seen 10-year-olds win before, and we can see them win again.
We might see it very soon here, Tom, as Ninja Derby goes green, win and place.
Thank you, Mark. As the favourite comes in, Precision Goal at 3.7. We're set for a start, 16.50. They're racing. The way they go, the Class 5 gallopers. Nobody pays from Right Honourable to the chair of the Beer Garden as they come down in front of us on their first occasion up front. So going forward, Golden Fairy, Reliable Profit and Precision Goal to make a line of 3 at the winning post. Ninja Derby settles 4th, looking to slot down to the inside, followed by Invincible Missile, who is away on terms. Keen Unity. Yeah, boys caught out wide as they head into the first turn. The favourites found the front now. Then came Right Honourable, followed by Kairos Unicorn, and running ahead back at the end. 27.9 the lead section, so pretty much on standard, and Precision Goal is the leader via the Football Club over by the 1,000 metres. Wants to get on with it. Leads here a length and a half. Reliable Profit second. Golden Fairy third. 2.5 the Ninja Derby fourth. Yeah, boy was able to slot in. He's fifth, one off. From Invincible Missile, a length and a half away. King Unity, 1.5 to Right Honourable, the 10-year-old, followed by Kairos Unicorn as they top the rise, and 2 lengths to running ahead back at the end. 24.28 the second section, so he had a good lead in front here. Precision Goal down the back straight. And he leads out 3/4 on Reliable Profit. Golden Fairy next. 2 lengths away, Ninja Derby. Keen Unity on his bike deeper on the track. Followed by Yeah Boy, Invincible Missile. Kairos Unicorn, Right Honourable's got one behind him. And that coming to the turn is running ahead. Precision Goal shaken up by Pertin in front. The grey Reliable Profit's right there. Then came Golden Fairy, followed by Ninja Derby. Invincible Missile. Yeah Boy, Reliable Profit. He's made the lead at the 100 metres. But look at Ninja Derby over the top. Yeah Boy, Right Honourable storming through, running ahead late. Ninja Derby in front, needs the post. Ninja Derby from photo second. A 3-way go. They were charging from all angles there. Precision Goal has tried to hang on for second. Yeah Boy was there. Up the inside, Invincible Missile, and running ahead at them late. Right Honourable, Golden Fairy, and then in behind those gallopers we had Kairos Unicorn down the outside. Back behind those gallopers as they've run on by would have been Keen Unity, and he would have been about one of the last ones on pulling up. Not much covered them there from top end to tail. Good struggle down towards the line. Ninja Derby, though, the fresh horse on the scene over the top and goes back to back. Does Ninja Derby. Number 2, Matthew Chadwick and Tony Cruz. Matthew's first win of the season. Won here over the 1,800 metres over Go 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 last season. Go 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 won on Sunday at Sharton, 1:42.03. Very slow time for the fourth.
That close second behind Northern Beast when last seen, Jenny.
Yeah, look, he actually presents quite well too. I know, as you say, Paul's keen on him. He worked outside the lead from barrier 7 last time, and he actually ran much better. So perhaps he is on the improve. He's fairly lightly raced. He's only had the 6 starts. He looks fit. He does look like he's done enough work. He's quite an athletic type of horse to look at too. Gate 12, that's his challenge, but he's relaxed and he's fit.
I think 2 starts over the 1650. He had mucus in the system the first time and then that tough trip and stayed on at his second go. Here is the possible leader in the race, Jenny, number 6, Dragon Star, and a gear change. Pierre has removed the blinkers.
He has, yeah. Look, he wasn't overly pushed out in a recent trial. The horse is beautifully behaved as per usual. Sometimes he requires a bit of loosening up in front. Same again here tonight. So that's the only fault. Everything else about him is pretty good, actually. So he's there with a place chance.
That is Dragon Star. Which stars in this? We've got Dragon and Durham. And D, as we move on. Harry Bentley on board this one. Jenny, I thought he was sort of soundly held in his latest trial. He's a 3-time winner.
The 7-horse D-Star, yeah, look, he's a horse that doesn't tend to put on much weight, so he should come to hand pretty quickly. But the problem is his form had tapered off towards the end of last season. He's quiet, he's relaxed, he's actually walking out really freely, looks healthy and well. If he was to run a better race, it's not going to shock the way he presents. He actually looks well for him.
And he has won first up in the past too, has D-Star, if you like him, at 20-1 and 7.3 for the place. Super Baby is number 8. It's the Scotch Tycoon combination of Luke Ferraris and Mark Newnham.
Didn't particularly like his trial. To look at, though, he's bandaged on those bumpers, very calm and relaxed. Neatly, nicely enough put together with a little bit of body strength as well, and quite healthy looking in his coat. So he presents okay. Off the trial, hard to have as far as looks go. I wouldn't rule him out of a place, Hope.
Yeah, history will tell you that he might just require a run. 0 from 4 first up in the past. Super Baby, 30-1 is his price. It'd be a decent price double if he was able to win for the combination of both Mark Noonan and Luke Ferraris after Scotch Tycoon earlier on in the evening. Bell goes for jockeys to get mounted. We've got a few more still to see in race number 6. We're 11 minutes away from our next race coming up. So there's a good look at the 8 Super Baby. It's draw gate number 11. Number 9 is Little Fairy. He was in good winning form towards the end of the season. Jenny, they put him up £7 for that officially. He's got a pretty poor record in the grade.
Well, that is true, but he's coming off quite a nice trial. This horse often does look good in the parade. He's well put together. He's quite an athletic type, and he does look particularly fit going into this too. He's just slightly tense, but he's not too hot and bothered at this stage. I think he's fit enough to run a decent race the way he presents, so I'll have to consider him.
That is number 9, Little Fairy. This is number 10, Foremost Teddy. Not much luck went his way following that second 3 starts ago. He appeared to be doing it okay in a trial too behind Patch of Watch. Matthew Poon, Denny Shum's not a bad combination at the moment either.
Yeah, that's true. Well, he didn't back up those, that good run 3 starts ago. That's the only thing. But his trial, I tend to agree with you. It wasn't too bad. He's just about to come past me now, so I will get a better look at him. I haven't really laid eyes on him just yet. I was querying him last time I saw him just in front, so I just wanted to see how he's walking there. And once again, I would query him in that area. So he needs a bit of loosening up with that off front there. But he's a very strong-bodied horse, and he doesn't look too far off being fully fit. I'm still happy to go with others.
From Teddy to Victor. Matsu Victor next up here. He's up a couple of pounds for a second behind Brave Witness back in July, Jenny. He's not from 6, so still relatively lightly raced. Could be open to a bit more improvement, perhaps. And he was well fancied on his last start when last seen.
Interesting that he has actually put on 27 pounds because he's always been a really lightly framed horse. So I think he's a much, much better looking horse for that weight gain. He's still a bit of a lightly framed horse, but it definitely looks better for that weight on him. And I think he does appear to be walking out quite freely as well. So he's not too bad. He can present okay, but certainly better for the weight gain.
And on number 12, Casa Papa. Nick's going to make a case for him. Matthew Chadwick and Tony Cruz combined a couple of races to go with Ninja.
Yeah, Casapapa's put on 7 pounds, but he looks like he may have put on just a little bit more than that. But anyway, I'm not going to argue with the people that weigh them. That just is physically how he appears to me on the eye. He's a quiet, relaxed type of horse. I think he looks in pretty good health, and his behaviour's not too bad either. Does walk out freely too, so he's okay.
That is Casapapa, yes. I'll make a watery case for him very shortly. I mean, do bear in mind, he's actually north from 23 here in Hong Kong. There is Red Majesty on screen. He is the favourite, 3.4 about the old boy here. Zach Purton on board, who's looking to enhance a really good record on this David Hayes trained runner, and a bid for win number 10 upcoming with him. Right, we've seen them all here for race number 6. It is the Community Chess Cup. There's a trophy for this race as well. Back with Jenny shortly, but we'll get a market update with Paul. And this race looks to sort of tailor to Red Majesty's needs, perhaps.
Favourite at 3.4, Durham Star 33, 7.9 Viva Hunter, 8.3 Atomic Beauty, 12 Double Win, 8.5 Dragon Star, 31 Super Baby, Little Fairy 12, 20 Foremost Teddy. Then we've got Matsu Victor 7. He's at 9.1.
That is how they bet for race number 6. 7 minutes out here. There is Viva Hunter on screen. And it's Wong in search of a double. Jenny, now I'm guessing the top weight and favourite might just make it in.
Yes, he does make it in. I've just got one ahead of him, though. I thought the 9-horse Little Fairy actually presented really well here, which is not unusual. He is a bit of a horse that parades well, nicely put together, really fit and healthy looking. Now, he was a winner last start in Class 5. And it's a tougher assignment. He looks really fit, so I'm going to have him on top of the favourite, Red Majesty. He always parades well. He didn't misbehave at all tonight, so he was in pretty good mood. Looks in good health and condition, very strong horse. His record speaks for itself, 9-time winner over the course and distance, so he is a specialist. I thought next best was the 3, that's Viva Hunter. I liked his body type. He looks in good order. Nicely drawn in gate 2, and the claim should assist him. And I thought of the rest. I was going to put the 7 in, and he just got a little fired up. He just got a bit toey. So I've just put him back to that 5th position, and 4th will be now number 4, Atomic Beauty, who just needs a tiny little loosen up in front. But I like the fact he's dropped a few pounds. He looks good for that. So 9, 1, 3 and 4.
9, 1, 3 and 4. Thank you, Jenny, with Little Fairy at 12 and 4.1 to beat 1, Red Majesty, 3, Viva Hunter, and 4, Atomic Beauty. 9, 1, 3 and 4. Open race here. Tom, you with the favourite or going elsewhere in race 6?
With the 6 here, Mark, Dragon Star is at 8.5. Now, he's one of a couple of pace influences in this race. He's drawn barrier 5, blinkers off. Double Wins another pace influence here as well from barrier number 12. So that's the quintet I've gone with here, 6 and 5. But on Dragon Star, he's a course and distance winner on 2 occasions, being multiple place-getting performances from him as well, Dragon Star. And he led up in a recent barrier trial, wasn't put under too much pressure up at Chung Fa Win 3rd. So Dragon Star to beat Double Win, only was narrowly beaten by Northern Beast. There was a lot of support for Northern Beast last start. He's drawn barrier 12, so Jerry Chow probably has to get on his bike early and fire him forward to here. To be up on the pace, even though he just set off them last time out. But I fear if they try that this time round, they could get caught out on a limb. 1 goes in Red Majesty, loves course and distance, a 9-time winner overall, all of them course and distance. Zach Purton aboard here, and then I put a number 11 for 4th. Matsu Victory put up a much better effort last time out behind Brave Witness when there was a lot of market support for him. He's at 7.8 currently. Vincent Ho and Francis Lloyd, but a good effort from him last start. 6, 5, 1 and 11 here, Paul, for the Community Chest Cup.
Yeah, I made my best here, Double Win. He's come up a really good price, I thought, at 12 and 4.1. He stepped up to the 1650 last time, and he was just beating the nose. He's got that staying pedigree, so we saw the best of him at the back end of last season. From barrier 12, I think he can get across, sit outside the leader, and as such, he'll give himself his opportunity. And he's a decent price to do it as well. 1 Red Majesty, the favourite. He's a 9-time winner. He's going to be tough to beat. He gets in there for 2nd. D-Star, another one who's at massive odds from barrier number 6. He's a well-rated horse now. Didn't mind his last piece of track work. And then Viva Hunter from barrier 2 with the apprentice claim. 5, 1, 7, 3.
5-1 also. Double win to beat Red Majesty. 12 and 4.1. If he gets across double win, that's a great each-way price. So he's on top to beat Red Majesty. The old boy, his trials have been okay. He does love it here, and this grade suits. Viva Hunter goes in. He's fit, having had 2 trials, and that 7-pound claim could come in handy too. And 12 Casa Papa to round out the top 4. Didn't mind the way he ran on in a trial, and he has placed up fresh in the past, Nick, and you're going to make an even stronger case for the 12.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I feel awful tipping against Red Majesty, but I thought Casa Papa might just be good odds here, and I've made him the value play here in this race. Look, he's not from 23, so we're not going to get super carried away, but he was a close third off of a 51 rating 4 starts ago. That was here over the course and distance. He's now down to 43. Matthew and Tony Cruz have already teamed up for a win. I didn't mind his trial. I thought his trial up at Chungfar, he was pushed out, I know, but it would have been a decent old hit out for him. He is a 7-year-old, and he has run well enough fresh in the past as well. The foot of the weights, he's currently 9 and 2.4. I certainly think there could be worse value on tonight's card. Red Majesty goes into second. This race looks ideal for him, especially with Zach Purton going back on board. That looks like a sign of intent there. He's won on him 4 times from 7. He's run okay fresh in the past also. He's had a couple of trials, so that should certainly have sharpened him up. The 5 double win, he's not without a chance in this, though he has drawn wide, can go 4. If he can overcome the draw, he'll certainly give a bold sight. And horse number 7, D-Star, he's down to a very favourable. Bentley goes on board here for Tony Cruz, so I don't mind Tony's runners in this. I think they've both got chances. D-Star's a decent price as well. 12-1-5-7 for me, Jenny.
Yeah, look, I've gone with one that often looks good in the parade, and he's done that again tonight. Number 9, Little Fairy. He's had 13 goes in the grade, and the best result's been a 4th. So it might just be beyond him once again here, but he did parade really well. He looks very fit and healthy. He goes on top of the favourite, number 1, Red Majesty. He should run well. He never really disgraces himself, and this is a very winnable race for him, particularly from gate 1 with Zach Purton on board. Number 3, Viva Hunter, strong-bodied horse. He's trialled nicely going into this as well. Gate 2 and the claim, that looks attractive. And I thought number 4, Atomic Beauty, just ahead of the 7 there. Atomic Beauty is another one that often parades really well. He needs a tiny little loosen up in front these days, but he looks better for that weight loss. So I've got him in there as well. But D-Star didn't look too bad. He just got a bit toey late. 9, 1, 3 and 4.
Thank you, Jenny. 9, 1, 3 and 4. There's some decent prices here, Paul, and it's a race where we're surprised if something won at double figures. Go Red Majesty's way in the run.
Yeah, exactly. I've sort of made my best dragon a double win at 11. He's come into 11 now, 11 and 3.6. Nick likes Casa Papa. He's at 9 and 2.4. So put it in with Red Majesty, who was the 3.1. Who's the 3.1 favourite at this stage. So the QQP 1, 5 and 12, but 3.1 about Red Majesty. He's a well-backed favourite, 9-time winner here. Is the clear favourite. But plenty of chances behind him. If you don't like the favourite, you're going to get a decent price. Viva Hunter came in with those all-ups, but he's drifted back out to 9.3. Atomic Beauty's in single figure. Star, the likely leader, he's there at 9.1 as well. And Matsu Victor, there's some support for him at 7.7. So quite open behind the favourite.
It is. It's race number 6 here, Tom, and they're loading up at the 1650.
Thank you, Mark. It's the trophy event tonight, the Community Chester Cup. Over the 1,650 metres, the favourite is Red Majesty at 3.1. There'll be a trophy presentation coming up after this. There's a huge crowd on course here tonight at Happy Valley. People down in the beer garden enjoying the action this evening. Plenty of sights and sounds down there for the fans of racing to enjoy. So Red Majesty coming up. Viva Hunter about to move in. And we'll be set for a start at the 1,650 metres. Viva Hunter's in. Alice Wong off winning the previous. They're racing immediately the 1650 in the Community Chess Cup, and it wasn't a bad line away. Casa Papa and Durham Star back in the early stages. Viva Hunter, foremost Teddy, and Super Baby coming across to pour on some pressure for Luke Ferraris at the winning post. He's been heeled up, and he's going to try and challenge for the lead here. Red Majesty over on the inside. Double wins close, but he's a little deep into the first turn. Dragon Star off the pace, and Atomic Beauty midfield on the rail from D-Star. Casa Papa, Matsu Victor caught wider. Around ground. Little Fairy and a length and a half away to Durham Star back at the end of the field. 27.69 the lead section, so we're not a bad opening first portion of the race there. 1,000 metres left to go, and Foremost Teddy bowling along by a length and a half on Double Win, and Super Baby down on the trail third. 2 lengths to the favourite Red Majesty, covered up by Viva Hunter, a length and a half to Atomic Beauty Dragon Star. Poor old Matsu Victor, he couldn't get in tonight. He's caught 3 deep. On the outside of D-Star, Casapapa third from last. And then came Durham Star and Little Fairy. He's been felt for back at the end of the field. 600 metres left to go. Foremost Teddy for Matthew Poon. He's already had a winner tonight, and he's starting to up the tempo down the side. He creeps away by nearly 2. Super Baby under pressure. Double Win next. Viva Hunter and Red Majesty both travel well. Atomic Beauty back on the inside. Dragon Star, Matsu Victor out wider. D-Star, Casapapa, Durham Star. Foremost Teddy, though, at the 200 metres. He has them all chasing. Red Majesty, Matsu Victor, Foremost Teddy, Red Majesty, Matsu Victor in the pink shades driving. He's got the upper hand here. Victor never on the track. That's a tough win. Matsu Victor has won over Red Majesty and Foremost Teddy. Next in Dragon Star from Little Fairy and Durham Star. Atomic Beauty, Viva Hunter Double Win, Casapapa, D-Star and Super Baby. Big effort this, Matsu Victor. The son of US Navy flag, number 11. The New Zealand bred 4-year-olds put up a stout performance at the back end of last season when in the market, and tonight he's gone off. Well, he drifted late. He was 7s. He's drifted to 9s. Matsu Victor, Francis Loy, his first winner of the season. First win as well for Vincent Ho, and ran on late in a recent barrier trial and has come with a good burst of speed down the centre of the track, and maybe even further than 16.50 in time. Being out of a Zabilmere will suit him down to the ground. 11, 1, 10 and 6. Red Majesty second. 10 Foremost Teddy gave us side. 6 is run fourth, Dragon Star. 141.07 outside standard. 50 in the community chest.
Job with him. Now his hood's all over the place at the moment, so they're just going to try and fix that up. So it doesn't stir him up too much, because normally he's pretty well behaved, actually. He's normally and I would once again, so that hasn't changed. It's pretty much the same for him. I do like his attitude, though, and he has got a little bit of size about him. He looks quite healthy, and he also looks fit. So if you do happen to fancy him, he definitely gets a pass.
Did you? I thought he could run okay here, Ivy League, actually. I'll sort of give him a second look for sure. Comet Splendido, Jenny, really found form at the end of last season. He's gone up £12 for a couple of Class 4 wins. Actually found to have blood in the trachea on his latest start when winning. But he is 0 from 5 fresh. Alfie Chan's on.
Yeah, look, he's had the benefit of Hugh Bowman and Zach Burton and, Vincent along the way. And this horse, he looks in pretty good nick. He's nice and calm and relaxed. He carries a little bit of weight around the midsection, but he's healthy. I do like his attitude. And he does walk out freely enough as well. So I'll leave him there. I'll leave him there with a place chance. I think he'll come on a little bit for the run. So place chance for him.
Number 8 is Galvanic, £7 claim. Ellis Wong for Casper Founds.
Doesn't carry any excess condition. Interesting, the scales say he's put on 30 pounds. Hard to imagine that he has, really, because he's not carrying any excess. He looks quite fit. He's walking out okay. Maybe he needs a little loosen up in front, but I think he looks okay. Another one more, so a place chance for me.
Yeah, that is Galvanic. Galvanic drawn gate number 3 here, so pretty well berthed in this race. 9 is Glorious Journey. He's only had the 8 starts here in Hong Kong. Managed to win at 37-1 when beating Sure Joyful back in April. Far from disgrace when last seen as well, Jenny.
That is true, and his trial wasn't too bad either, so I'm going to get a better look at him. I thought his last run was good, the trial was good. He's banished on those bumpers. He's just being restrained by his 2 handlers here. He's an athletic type. He looks fit. He seems to be walking out okay. He's sort of got his own style more than anything else. So I think he looks fit, healthy. He's well, still probably got him more so as a place chance on looks though.
Tom will make a case for him shortly. Glorious Journey at 19 and 4.5. Satanta was the first one in, so he jumped down to number 11, I Can, who's at 10 to 1 and 3 a place.
Yeah, interesting runner, I Can. He's just about to come past me, so I'll get a better look at him. He's always had a good enough amount of strength. Put on 20 pounds, so let's just take a good look at him here. He's solid, stocky. He looks fit. He doesn't. I wouldn't be too worried about that weight gain. Looks quite fit, and he does look quite healthy, and his attitude's good too. So he's not bad.
That is I Can at 12 and 2.9. And Jarrett Taney's just got into the saddle, of course. Would wear these colours. And I Give, who he won a number of races on, had a great season last. Right, let's look at the 11 of them then for our 7th race. 6 minutes out here for this one. And Jenny will compile her top 4 for us, Paul. But HELENE WARRIOR, the 3-year-old, heads the market.
Yeah, 2.5 currently for HELENE WARRIOR. Hammer on at 6.9, 10 Romantic Lau, 8.2 Lavero, 16 Samarkand, 31 Ivy League, Comet Splendido 19, Galvanic is 17, 19 Glorious Journey, 8.2 Satanta, and I Can, he's drifted to 12.
Thank you, Paul. As Ivy League on the screen at the moment at 30 to 1 and 7.7 for a place. Hamron is out of the paddock. Jenny, for race number 7, what are your top 4, please?
Number 10 goes on top for me. This is a horse from the Mark Newnham yard. I thought he presented really well, Satanta. He looks nice and fit. He's been beautifully relaxed right throughout this parade. Bandaged in front, but he's been bandaged before. Looks nice and healthy. So I've got him on top. I thought next best was Lavero, number 3. In fact, I don't have much between the 10 and the 3. So he's looking in good order. One from the Tony Cruz yard. Better drawn here this evening too. He looks well prepared. Next best is number 5, that's Samarkand. So I've made him my long shot for the evening, and he's always been a good type. He looks good once again. And I thought of the rest, number 1, Hammer On, probably had to go in as well. As I said, he's off rating of 79, makes it tough with 135 pounds. But he actually looks fit enough and healthy enough as well. He's quite a nice individual. So 10, 3, 5 and 1.
Thank you, Jenny. 10, 3, 5 and 1, the numbers here. Satanta on top from the parade. Head of Lavero in Samarkand, and also that horse there, Hammer on screen. 10, 3, 5, 1 for Jenny from the parade ring. Tom, as we come to you for your selections on the penultimate race. Pretty handy little race, this one, actually.
Yeah, it certainly is, Nick. And so I thought there'd be some each-way value in this race here with horse number 9, the Glorious Journey. Now, he comes into this in, I think, pretty good order. Matthew Poon riding for Frankie Law. His last effort, there was a lot of merit in his last effort, I thought, from this horse, and he just seemed to kick on really well, considering the tough run he had in transit. So I think he's a genuine chance in a race like this. Is a Glorious Journey, and there was no pressure put on him in his most recent trial. So he's clearly on top. I went with him. Outside of that, number 1, Hammer On. He's won first up at this meeting last season off a rating of 76 in Class 3 here over 1650. Got barrier 2 tonight, wasn't beaten overly far behind Flamingo with Trillion, so he's certainly in the mix. Romantic Lau, probably a little awkward from barrier 9, but he also won fresh last season, albeit in October, and covered some ground mid-race last start and finished off particularly strongly. So he's certainly in the mix as well. And then the 4 goes in, and that is HELENE WARRIOR, Danny Shum, and Hugh Bowman. He has won a recent trial, just needs to learn to settle a little bit better in his races. There does HELENE WARRIOR, and he gets an opportunity here, I think, off what he's shown in his 3-year-old year. Still a colt as well, HELENE WARRIOR. 9, 1, 2 and 4 here, Paul, for the 7th.
I'm with Lavero here from the inside gate. He's a hard horse to get past. I think he'll go to the front from barrier number 1. Give a good sight there at 8.6 and 3. The 9, I agree with what Tom's saying. Glorious Journey did catch the eye at his last start, and he's trialled well. The favourite, HELENE WARRIOR, has to go in. He's been going very well recently. Just a one-time winner, but that trial was pretty good up at Chungfa. And then Hamron did win this time last year. It does go well fresh. 3, 9, 4, 1.
He got the 4-1 at 3 and 7. Going to stick with HELENE WARRIOR. Didn't mind his trial. Just hoping he settles okay. Ran fifth behind Chain of Gold, where he got fierce, but was good enough to win 2 starts ago over Zoom Boom. So on top is number 4, HELENE WARRIOR. Paul made the case for Hemron. Cross nose band on, tongue tie off. But the first up record's good. Record in this grade is good. Luke Ferraris gets on well with him. 3, Lavero in for third. That was a high-quality trial. He ran third in with Beauty Waves and Bottom Up together. And 7, Comet Splendido looking for the hat-trick with a £5 claim. Going to keep him safe here. So 4, 1, 3 and 7, Nick.
I've gone the 2, Romantic Lau on top. He was a little bit cantankerous, wasn't he, in the parade ring? But I imagine once Derek's got on board, he would have settled down a bit. £10 higher than his last win. Very, very consistent horse. This never knows how to run a bad race. Had a trial up to Chung Fa. They actually put him up £3 for that close effort behind Flamingo Trillion. So Derek knows the form really well. Obviously, he rides Flamingo Trillion. Didn't ride this horse last time, but he is back on board now, and he's got a good record on him. Course and distance record's good. He has one fresh, so there's a bit going for him. I think he's a good value play here and a good chance. The 4, HELENE WARRIOR. Look, he's certainly a favourite's chance in this. He's actually a favourite in his last couple of starts. He won around here and then was 5th behind Chain of Gold. He should certainly give his running in this. Hammer On up at the top. Now, they've just tweaked the gear with him a little bit. Tongue ties off, cross nose bands going on. He's another one who can race well when on the back of a break. 63 days since we last saw him, and he comes through the same race as Romantic Lau, so I don't think there's a great deal between that pair. There is £4 between them in the handicap here tonight. And 7, Comet Splendido. Look, I've put him in. This is a much tougher ask, but he did finish the season off in really good form, and with £5 off as well. I mean, you've got to sort of upgrade the win last time because he had blood in the track here also, but this is obviously a bit more demanding on him. 2, 4, 1, 7 for me, Jenny.
I think Mark Newnham's done a really good job with this horse. He actually arrived on a rating of 80. He's off 63 as it stands, and he won a couple last season. He's been really quite consistent, and I thought he presented him looking particularly well here this evening. So I have him on top of number 3, Lavero. Likewise, this horse looks nearly equally as well, so both of these horses presented well. Next best is number 5, Samarkand. I've made him a long shot. I thought he presented well, which is not unusual. He always looks good, and he's a winner of 4 of his 21. Not badly drawn in gate 4 either. And I thought number 1, Hammer On, presented well. Got slightly warm late, but he's a nice athletic horse. Attitude was pretty good. He just looks in pretty fit order as well. So £135. It's a task, but at least he's nicely drawn in gate 2. So 10, 3, 5 and 1.
10, 3, 5 and 1. Thank you, Jenny. Jenny's long shot, Samarkand at 16 and 3.6. It's playtime for race 7, Paul.
It is, as the horses rounded the start there with a 2.3 favourite here in HELENE WARRIOR. And he's come up reasonably short now, and every time we look up, he seems to be more money for him. So he's the favourite and the clear favourite as well. From Setanta, who's now, from Hamron at 7.9, and Setanta at 7.7. So they're flicking between second and third favourites. Lavero comes up next at 9.6. He's next to the market. Now the play, Tom likes one at 20s, which is Glorious Journey. So he's in the play, along with Jenny's, who's Samarkand at 16s. And I threw in Lavero as well, 9.7. So we would get a decent Quinella place if they come in. 9.7, 16s, and also 21s. But HELENE WARRIOR, he'd be the other one you'd throw in, and he's the favourite, and he's a clear favourite at 2.3.
With the 9 making into the play there, Jenny and Tom's long shot, Glorious Journey. Just to recap how he paraded, please.
Yeah, look, he looked fit. He's bandaged on his bumpers. I would have given him a place chance on looks. I really actually liked his trial. I've got to say, off his trial, you could easily have him. But as far as looks go, probably got him more as a place chance.
4.7 a place. How did you figure Hamron in this race, Nick?
I think he's got a cracking chance, Hammer On. I didn't mind him at all. He's made it into my numbers. And look, they put that cross nose band on. They've just taken the tongue tie off him this time around. But he's got form that obviously ties in with Romantic Lau. So because I fancy the latter, I think you've got to fancy Hammer On here as well. And a good draw. He's not going to be close to the pace, but he is well drawn to save plenty of ground. And he does go well fresh here. So look, with a big weight, that's probably his toughest task ahead of him, I think. But he's certainly got the right credentials to run well.
We were pushed for time, Paul, with the presentation for the previous and didn't see the speed map. Who benefits on the speed and who may not benefit with the speed map?
Well, I thought Lavero would go forward. Samarkand likes to go forward as well. Ivy League, I think, is one that has to go back. from his draw. Satanta's drawn wide, so he'll have to go back as well. So they're the sort of the ones that will go back. Helene Warrior should get a nice enough run, the favourite.
Plays money for Samarkand, Tom, for race number 7, second last over the 1650.
Thank you, Mark. And it is the last of the 1650-metre races upcoming here at Happy Valley. Helene Warrior at 2.3 as they are getting set, just adjusting something by the looks of things with Romantic Lau around the bridle. But that has been sorted, and he is being led forward. He's 10-1 as Romantic Lau. Ivy League about to come up. Comet Splendido, Galvanic, Helene Warrior, and I Can. Satanta now to 5.9. Mark Noonan with the winner earlier on tonight in race number 2. Last couple are coming forward. Helene Warrior will be the last one. He is the race favourite here for race number 7, the Hoime handicap. They're set. Off now. Glorious Journey through the head up at the start and missed it by the best part of a length and a half, if not 2 lengths. And there's speed from Helene Warrior, Galvanic. Right there as well as Samarkand, who's a little keen in the early stages. Lavero down on the inside. Helene Warrior is looking to cross down to the rail as they make the turn out of the straight. They're being followed by Romantic Lau, but he's been caught wide as the leader crosses down to the fence now. Hammer On back on the inside. Romantic Lau got in one off next to Lavero. Next to Hammer On is Comet Splendido from Ivy League. I Can. Glorious Journey in Satanta at the end of the field. 27.89 the lead section, so we're just inside standard. And it is Helene Warrior. He can fire up. Looks like he's going fairly quick in front here. He leads 2.5 lengths as they speed into the back straight, and the field's really strung out. Galvanic second. Third is Samarkand. He's 3 lengths away and a similar margin back to Romantic Lau. 23.24 was that section. So a mid-race burn up here from the leader and favourites. Lavero's back over on the inside, and then came Comet Splendido, followed by Hammer On, Ivy League, I Can, Satanta, and Glorious Journey. The leaders come back to them. What's he got left? Approaching the 450. Helene Warrior by 3/4 of a length on Galvanic. Samarkand needs it out on the trail. Then came Romantic Lau. Comet Splendido's under pressure. Lavero, Hammer On, Ivy League, and Satanta out wider. Helene Warrior in front at the 200 metres. Samarkand is off his back now, and he's there to challenge. Out wider, Comet Splendido. I Can's bursting through. Satanta wider. Helene Warrior still in front. He's hanging tough here. That's a big win. Helene Warrior over Samarkand and I Can. They were followed by Satanta fourth, Ivy League, and then came Glorious Journey running on. Hammer On and Comet Splendido. Galvanic, Romantic Lau, and Lavero was well and truly beaten off. He was the last one. Well, he wanted to go quicker. Quickie did down the back straight with I think it was a 23.2. When standard is 23.95, he's come back to them, and then he's just found again in the straight here under Hugh Bowman. Hughie's first win of the season. And another one for Danny Shum. So that's a winning double tonight for Danny to take him to 4. 3-year-old colt. So he's not 4 until January 1. It's 4, 5, 11, 10. Just standing by for the time to come through. 4, 5, 11, 10, 141.03. In the end, it's outside standard. But they went quick down the back straight. Helene Warrior, the favourite, too good. Off now. Glorious Journey through.
Michael, I know there must be a lot of pressure for you to play very well. And I can imagine that a night before a game, you must lie awake thinking, I'm not good enough. Everybody's better than me. I'm not going to score any points. I have no business playing this game.
Well, not really.
Michael, denial ain't just a river in Egypt. You're not alone. Believe me, I know what it's like. Laying there awake, all those tapes rolling. I'm a fraud. Tomorrow I'm going to be exposed for what I am, a big imposter. I just want to curl up and lay in bed all day and eat Fig Newton.
Well, something like that.
Right. Those negative thoughts are your critical inner voice saying those things to you, and I want to replace those negative thoughts with something positive, a daily affirmation.
Affirmation?
I am just a fool. I don't know what I'm doing. They're going to cancel the show. I'm going to die homeless and penniless. I'm 20 pounds overweight, and no one will ever love me.
Stuart, that's just not true. I think what you're saying in your show can be very helpful to people.
You think so?
Yes, definitely. I just don't think it helps beating yourself up that way.